All right, folks, welcome back to Campaign 17. We are, well, you can see we are in mid-June 1864. I actually don't know. Okay, we are slightly ahead. So we've rejoined the Union. This started out as a Union campaign months ago in real life. And we did a CSA stint, and now we're back on the Union to try to close it out. We are slightly ahead. I think it's because of recent battles, and I believe in the last episode, I want to say is 56, which would make this one 57. I think it was this a battle that opened up the center of Tennessee and Nashville. And so, yeah, we're, well, I wouldn't say that we're cruising right along, but we're doing okay. And in the previous episode or two, I believe we cleared the way to Richmond. We can see that the way is not all clear beyond that, but yeah, I mean, that's why we got to keep playing. So the plan is, I believe the Army of New England has a corps here. Yeah, and it's a fresh corps, and so it's huge, and it needs to get its readiness. But then they're going to join. There are two armies down here. It's the army of I think it doesn't matter. It's Washington. Anyways, huge forces here. The plan. I like the idea of going after Evans' isolated corps, perhaps. If we have a force that's just easy enough, where it's easy enough to take that on one by one. I saw Longstreet's name. I wish there was a solution to this, but it looks like Longstreet Corps. Hope there aren't two Longstreet Corps. That's just gonna be confusing. Anyways, yeah. So that's why we're playing the campaign. Out west, we gave up on Arkansas so that we could concentrate on Tennessee. If I recall, the 3rd Corps is getting its readiness back, and that's going to be a long endeavor. If any of this intelligence is right, and from earlier work in Georgia and South Carolina as a CSA, I can tell you it's not necessarily any of this is true. Who knows about this? This actually is us and true. And I'm just waiting for Gibbon to get some readiness, then we'll figure out what to do with him. I don't know if it's worth it to go for these forts. I have my doubts. And I know that we've engaged Gladden. We beat Gladden to kick off this campaign up here. We scattered him, I think, in the last episode, and I kind of want to stay on them. I see Jones has a huge fat core down here. So we're going to take a look at our readiness. I'd like to get some back. I'd like to get it all back, but those are... Okay, so there's two armies there. All right, and then Newton is an actual core, but his readiness is low. Kearney is a core and his readiness is high, but I'm worried about their morale. All right, and they're getting 16% back a week. Fighting spirit on enemy terrain. That might be one we have to unnerf. I don't even really care for that as a mechanic. But you see, their fighting spirit on enemy terrain isn't bad at all. And actually, oh, okay, so that's the army. That's why it's the army. All right. So yeah, there's a bunch of armies in here. Not as many forces as I thought it was. Can we not get a flag here? It says we can. Are we fresh out? We might be fresh out. This is a promising start to this video, and I don't know what to tell you if you've watched it this far, but we have 3 corps here. This is actually fairly beefy if we can get their readiness back. I believe the 1st corps was being pursued. I don't know if it was Hall's corps or somebody else, but by some CSA group that really shouldn't have been pursuing it. They need to do other things. But we have a 1st corps down here that's out of supply. Grant, okay, Mansfield is almost back. Cook and Grant could actually be back kind of soon. And so maybe there will be action in the east before anywhere else. All right, this 1st corps is 31,000. I'm just worried that if we go to engage Evans' corps, it's not going to take account of the terrain, and it's just going to draw a bubble, and it's going to suck all those forces in, and then we're going to have to deal with that. And it's going to be... Not that it's a problem, it's a huge fight, but it's just... I'm not going to be able to easily isolate it, I don't think. So we'll see. Ewell's corps might be more ripe for the picking if it comes up and settles over here near Charlottesville. We will try to keep an eye on that. We'll also bump things up to 5x. There's no reason here why we really need to be on anything slower than that. But we are in a consolidation phase following the capture. Well, oh my goodness. You've got to be kidding me. Look at these numbers. 230,000 plus... It's basically 250,000 men that, by the way, are going to be there on time versus that. I can't not fight this battle. Yeah, I can't not fight it. So we'll see what happens. If we get favorable terrain, I'm really liking our odds in this one. If we get unfavorable terrain, given those reinforcement times, we might just try to make this as bloody as possible. The challenge will be, if this requires any sort of intense fighting, even if we win, our readiness is probably going to be sapped by at least one corps. Is probably going to be significantly delayed. If it was any of those three, that was Mansfield, Grant, or I forget who was actually the most furthest advanced. But if that's the biggest problem we have, we'll muddle through that. All right. After nearly crashing, I don't know, 3 times. Yeah. Anyways, we'll move past that. We have an excellent defending position. I mean, we only have this one group in here first. So we got Hayes' group here. Yeah, the Telegraph Road is the one we would park ourselves on. Where the heck is... So Hayes is there. Where is Palmer? Because it reports that Palmer is on the battlefield. He's got... Oh, he's like way... Oh, okay. So he's way up here. All right, I'm not going to keep you in here for this. I'm just, my plan is to take my cav. I do, holy moly, I have 150 engineering points. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. But we're going to try to capture this entry point so the CSA can't enter here. And that then gives them this entry point, which I think that was the last battle. And there's actually a lot they can do from that point. Let me just count the victory points out here. So that's 8. That's 11, 14, 24, 34. So this area right here from Gaines Mill to Old Cold Harbor is enough to hold a majority. I don't know why they have us on minor defeat, but I'm going to entrench this. I think because this is high ground, so I know that this part of the map, we're probably going to build up here. My guess is then build something over here on the front side, but not, I don't know. I'll put you on pause and I'll come back when I figure something out. All right, so let me give you the overview at the beginning of day 2. That's right, day 2. So not that much happened after I pressed play, captured the entry point down here. Then we went to day 2, and when we went to move forward, we had a long line. I think you can probably, I guess you can't see them. So there's a line of entrenchments that runs along this ridge up here. It runs up here, snakes up here, and then it goes up to the Old Church Road. And it was like all level 4 parapet, abatis, obstacle, all that other good stuff. But then when we reset, it moved our whole force back. And it gave us 17 engineering points. So what we've done here is we use those points to just create some parapets. It's mostly level 2. I don't think there's anything above level 2. The good news is that we're a bit more compact now that we're here. We have only 1 battery, though, out of that entire group. And the 3 corps that came in as reinforcements, they are, as you see, Grant's in the front. Palmer never really made it. He did not make it down. And the plan is going to be to move them first over here just north of Bethesda Church and then to move them down. And so I'm not sure if we'll go the Old Harbor Road and come in to reinforce the back. I'm not too sure. That might be one way. Another would be to bring them up here on this gap, but then you're kind of separated by this water, and it's quite odd. But holding them at least back by the Old Harbor Road protects the victory points, and it enables them to potentially be reinforcements. But if the AI is able to deploy very far forward, here, let's just find out, because we're as set up as we're going to be. And, yeah, I don't know. don't know what any of that was. Okay, we don't want you doing that. We do want you scouting. So this is Hayes's core. You can definitely be on the defensive. And, yeah, I'd like you to use skirmishers. Yeah, you can kind of see the outlines of what we had. All right, maybe we have to go down to the division level, which is where I'm usually comfortable enough throwing out some skirmishers. But, yeah, we got a lot of troops there. And Hayes is over here scouting on... Should be scouting on our left to just make sure the CSA doesn't push down here. Based on what the CSA did last time we played this one, they may well push down over here to Turkey Hill. I kind of forgot that was even possible. So those are things to be concerned about. We may throw you, by we I mean me, may throw you back on pause here real soon. So Hooker is over here, and actually I think his whole force is here, but it's Palmer. Yeah, we didn't need to... Anytime now, man. This guy's always sounds so pompous. All right, so we'll get him moving, and then Grant. I guess we'll have Grant. Will he figure this out correctly? I think so. Yeah. Like, that's good enough for now. So that if we do get pushed to the south, we'll have some options. But then the idea of spacing all those core out was to kind of get them to arrive in some places that might help. It might shorten up the line a little bit. Oh no, not Hooker. No, don't put that through. Okay, good. I hope that got canceled. Okay, so yeah, I don't love this idea as I do it, but I don't even love that idea. Let's hope we can cancel that too, because I am worried that we're going to run into too much in the way of CSA forces around Walnut Grove Church. And I want us to consolidate and not get caught spread out. All right, so Mansfield, I guess, is the last. And geez, I don't even know what to do. That's just going to have them moving through Grant's Corps. But maybe they'll get out first. I don't know. But that should at least get them to avoid running in any CSA up here and getting held up. We have skirmishers out. We're going to get ourselves centered down. All right, we know that we're slightly ahead in terms of victory points. We got skirmishers out. Let's get them in the woods just for maximum cover and concealment. Let's get this cab up here on the ridge so at least we can kind of cut off and we can at least see to the edge of the map. It's not... I mean, it's true in all these games that have maps, right? You're going to have a map edge. It's just kind of just deal with it. Hope we don't need to march all day. Soon enough, I think they've all seen the elephant at this point in the war. Where are their skirmishers? I never know. Oh, yes, I do know. There is CSA up there. Usually I'm opposed to this. It feels cheaty. But they're actually close enough that we can see them, and they're moving. They're moving up here. So I'm not sure. Oh, what? Why? 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 I think Hyde was the only part of Grant's force that was going to do that. All right, Palmer, let's try to get you back here. This is more for role-playing reasons, I think, than anything else. Oh, I thought this one was in the bag. Yeah, it ain't. All right, we got to get over here. Ba ba ba. Hayes is going to stay up there and... You know what? Is there any cover this group can get? I don't think so. Might... Well, if we move them back, they might be able to get the creek bed, but then they're not on high ground. We'll see what we do there. We'll throw some skirmishers up. I think what we're going to have to... Tell me that this is in the right corner. Nope. I was like, why couldn't they just be there? It's probably going to be the... Okay, so it's over here. Yeah, it's another group that can come in. I mean, it's going to get very crowded back here. I know that, but... Maybe Hayes can just demonstrate like he's going to do something up here and then just call it off if and when it gets to be too much. All right, we got Howe's battery up there. Is Broadhead really in? All right, let's just clean that up. We don't want to see that. Oh, I think there might be something worse. Looks like somebody found some targets over there. I think I just saw them, actually. Here, get down in the creek. Oh, too late. Fall back. Fall back. Okay, I don't know if they're actually... Gents, you really got to fall back. Yeah, they're going to get wrecked there. All right, yeah, we... You know what? Maybe they just make their stand here. I've gotten a lot of cavalry killed in this game. Why stop now? Peck. Let's get your skirmishers up with you. And let's just push up to this hill. So we have this defilade we can advance by. This is kind of... This is what they don't know, right? They can't see kind of what's behind here. Apparently, I can't even see what's straight down here. That is a pretty picture. All right. Anyways, that's going on over here. I shouldn't get smoked too badly here. Paying attention to the sideshow. We don't want that. Okay. I think they can march up. Yeah, if we could generally stay in medium range, I think that would be good. Not sure how long those are going to stay, but... Okay, I don't know why Mitchell was not moving up with the rest of Peck's division, but he wasn't. Alright, they're all in movement. And let's go find that core. Alright, and let's bring them down. And we're just going to order them to hold, I think, up here for now. All right, it looks like one other division did not get the message. And so we're going to have to... Well, we'll see what they do. They may be gone as well. Oh, looks like actually a bunch of them are going to try to move that way. Davis? No, don't go that way. Richardson's division. No, don't go that way. All right. Hayes's cav, is it anything? Well, it's something. We're going to have them come in here and try to join us on the left. Palmer's in. Whatever support he can lend, we're going to move in there. All right. That was not a good movement. All right, so we recalled our skirmishers before they were seriously engaged. So I'm going to toss another group out. They already have their skirmishers out. They're actually in the right direction. We recalled our skirmishers from them, so we're going to send them back out. Where is the... Is that the 4th Brigade here? Yeah, they should be... Well... You know what? Wing Coop is going to be back here because I just... Yeah, there goes my reserves, but I just don't know what else to do there. And we are missing a fight. I hope we get this pick here on... Wow, they've... Oh my. Okay. Alright, gents, we need you over here and quickly. I don't know what they're trying to do here. I'm not sure what this is. Alright, well, we'll watch the engagement of the moment. I think if we're going to stall, let's stall. Same with you guys, let's just stall. I guess they're not going to stall. Yeah, they're not going to do it. Alright, well, it is what it is. And over here we could rationalize those skirmishers a little bit. Oh, you know what? I bet it was the wrong brigade. Yeah, it should have been Pleasanton, not McCook. Who looks like he's ignoring me anyways, so... Sounds like he's got the right idea. Alright, let's see about this group. Alright, they got the message to not go that way. Let's just move them over there. Same with that cav, we have to stop them. I think it was Richardson that was going to go the wrong way before. Yeah. So we'll order them over there. Should be good enough. And Hyde's cav has the right idea. Alright, so we broke McCrae. That's one down. One more to go. Yeah, he needs to move back. He's going to get himself whacked there. And I guess we need to do a bit more here on the concealment. There we go. Because even though those kind of things do happen, they probably... Well... It's steep. Probably not that steep, though. Alright, what do we got going on over here? Okay, so they've got the word to move over there. Got reinforcements moving to that spot. That's good. Alright, if we got skirmishers out, let's use them. But that's all that seems to be at the moment. I guess Pleasanton didn't ignore me. Or Wing Coop didn't. Yeah, it was Wing Coop didn't ignore me. Said McCook. That's not right. Alright, you're there. Hayes, let's get you back here. Burns, let's get you over here. Alright, so with this Hayes... let's make sure we don't run out of ammo. We're about to run out of ammo, so... the house rule we have is that when we do that, we try to withdraw ourselves from combat. So we're going to do that. I like that they went with the assault formation. I think that was the right way to do it. Right, that brigade needs its skirmishers out of the way so that, yeah, they can turn and do this. Okay. So that's the conflict there. Hyde's coming in here. We're going to get Hyde basically down here to replace Hayes. And though this wasn't supposed to be a demonstration by any means, that's kind of what it turned out to be. Alright, we're going to move... that's risky, but we'll try it with Sully's brigade. And we're going to probably try to do the same thing here and end up with more cavalry again on this side. Alright, if they are gonna come in though, we'll take the melee, but we'll try to mount up before we do it. We gave them the melee order. They seem to be shooting now, not so much. Okay, so that's us now dismounted, but we gotta disengage. And yeah, you see the cavalry's bugged here because here when they're in loose formation, they're like twice as loose as normal. Which is just odd. Alright, I'm trying to get those guys. They are at medium range. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Fortunately, they're moving in a line. That's not great. This is the reinforcement story. There's a lot of them. Just a long ways off. Alright, now I can see my units pulling back. It's pretty cool how they fall back behind the hill like that. I'm not gonna lie. For a game that people sometimes pick on the graphics, it looks pretty good. What is this? Mitchell's detachment. Not too sure what that is. Alright, we're gonna bring that Hayes back. It's alright, so it's alright, I got it now. Alright, so we're gonna have Hayes come up here on the left. So we're going to leave the detachment out there to skirmish. It'd be great if they laid down, but I see that there's, it looks like at least a division that just disappeared through those trees. And we do have some fortifications back here, so if we can use those, we will. Yeah, the plan is to get Hayes back and maybe back in here and provide some morale support. Pleasanton's over here. We'll kick his scouts out, or skirmishers out, just to see if they can see anything north of Gaines Mill, but so far, no. Alright, I think we'll bring Mitchell's skirmishers back. They've suffered enough. Are those guys mounted? They don't look like it, but the tooltip says they are. Alright, I think we'll move faster mounted. Okay, that's the action down there. I still don't know what's going on. Looks like they've pushed back some of the skirmishers that were here. Alright, we want to try to get as many of these groups into cover as we can. Okay, unfortunately Mitchell's decided to move up. That's not a good idea at all. We got to give Welsh the divisional order, I think, here to move here and consolidate. I think Mitchell's done for. I also don't think Hyde's going to be able to hold there very long. So, oh, you got to be kidding me. How did they get a force up here? It's also the question of why, but... anyways... move them down there. Apparently Pleasanton misunderstood something. Mitchell actually did a great job so far. Well, this is the downside though. We're not in those entrenchments, so oh well. That was probably the best thing for Sully. Alright. I see where they're moving, that's fine. And it is only 8 a.m. here. Alright, armed with Maynards, they should be good. I will try Welsh one more time. Move Hayes up here so he's close enough. And we're going to start bringing Hyde back while he still has ammo and troops and all that other good stuff, but it's going to be a process. Try to get them to rally their troops. Alright, and there's just this big old push down here. Are they going to do it, though? They don't seem like they want to. Wait, is Sherman really... he's really the Cav commander? Alright, you know what? We'll give the Cav commander a Cav order. We'll have him screen. Now is Schley... Okay, Schley's actually a brigade. Like, that can be ordered, so... We'll try that. I don't know what they're doing, so we'll try to shoot them up. We can't get those skirmishers apparently to do anything, so... Dance over there for a little bit. Does our battery here have anything to shoot? Man, 5 stars and a 3-star commander? That unit is no joke. Alright, we'll leave it on Sherman and his 1 brigade division there to figure that out. I'm a little surprised the CSA hasn't pushed, but I think they're probably big up here. They may have even pushed up. Well, now we're starting to see where they are. You know. It's probably too late for more, but we'll just hop into those entrenchments. I would like to do it with the rest of Grant. I think this is Grant's group. But this still feels like a big push down here. Okay, we should get the pick there, so let's get back into our entrenchments. Let's also recall our skirmishers from these groups, so if we want to kick them out again later, we can, but it's silly to just have them out there standing and not doing anything. Alright, so they went to low, and yeah, the AI is not going to kind of voluntarily do it. So I guess we'll try to use the brigade command and see if we can draw them back, just so we're not abusing the mechanic. Okay, we'll get that brigade down. One, two, three, 4. It's at least 4 brigades that we can see. Okay, Schley is the one I ordered up. Buford is there. Buford's Cav. And so we'll order Buford down here. Alright, so then the only thing left is maybe just a full-on retreat order. Maybe we got to give it to Sherman. I'm not sure. Where are these guys going? We'll just move them back over to here. If they want to chase around, I can't. These minor victory points are not gonna change that. I'm surprised the casualties are that close, but you know it's fog of war, so who knows how much of it's actually true. You know what? Why don't we have you guys stop? I have a feeling you are very tired. Alright, so Welsh's division is the one that's probably the most fatigued. And it's probably going to be the one that's hardest pressed here. So we're going to move Hyde back. He's nervous, but eventually we're going to move him up. And I think Hayes is providing morale support for that whole division. But we'll move more folks up to assist. I don't know if I have any other cav. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, so it's Taylor who has to stop. I'm not sure that any of that's going to go through, but I'll try it. And if not, it is battle. We'll just fight. All right. So we do want these guys to about face so that they're not taking shots in the back. Are they? Is Schley exhausted? He's not exhausted. He's just not really moving. Actually, even those are fine. I mean, they're winded, but that's it. Okay, we actually need those guys more like right there. All right, let's see what the issue is with these guys. Yeah, it's. I mean, they're already getting their morale back, but it's low. And I think once they take care of some of that stuff, they'll be in fine fighting shape. I'm gonna try to get Mitchell over here. I know Mitchell's winded, but let's do that. I forgot McCook was even here. And we'll scoot Pleasanton forward in case he needs to reinforce, because I think some of our troops here are on the verge of being able to fill in. So. You know what? It's really bad to do what I'm about to do, but I'm going to do it anyways. Yeah, you can keep falling back. Minty, actually that's fine right where you are. You know what? You guys move over here. And maybe we'll just start consolidating and picking on these groups up here. Okay, Anderson's lying down. Alright, Schley's skirmishers voluntarily came back. That's pretty neat. I can't say I've ever seen that. Okay, I want to move Anderson up just to the edge. Oh, you know what? We're supposed to move Hayes back over here. Stable. Okay. They're in quite good shape. So we're going to move Hyde down here. Hyde will get a cover bonus that will help with morale. Buford's already up on the left, and we're just going to... What is this? This is a lost sprite here that's just returning. Although now it disappeared, so I'm not sure what the significance of that is, but we're moving around that way. And we'll move Pleasanton across as some time is ticked off. Let me just check, make sure we're actually getting forest. We are. Not sure what... They're apparently in forest cover somehow. Don't ask. Don't ask. Cooper. Cooper is CSA. Ah, yes. George Thomas's Demi Brigade of Cavalry Division. Okay. So it looked like... Yeah, I was going to have Negley hold up there. You know, we're going to order Morell's division to attack. We'll do the same thing with Taylor. And order him to attack. I do see that Negley is now... Like, they're so advanced. So they're well rested. Alright, we really got to get some people down here. So. Resume your march, Negley and Davies. We'll do the best we can. Alright, we're going to put that cav there. Holy moly. So, we'll see if it has any effect on the battle. I changed in the, I think it's the debug log, the setting where the AI would try to flank an entrenched position. It's not to run up the score on the hapless AI, which actually has shown itself to not be hapless. Particularly in like the last 10 or so episodes of this, I think they've shown themselves to be actually quite not bad. And that's without buffs and all the other stuff. Alright, we're gonna pull Anderson back just a little bit. And maybe it's best that Schley is shooting, Anderson can wait. But it looks like the big hit is about to fall over here. We got to get Pleasanton up and maybe right into things, but that that's formidable. So that seems to be the arc of the main battle right now. Buford's boys know what to do. Okay, we'll move Hyde up just to make sure that everybody's getting some morale support. Last skirmishers have been beat back, so that's done. All right, Sullivan's cavalry, also really good, but also kind of really small. We're going to order them to come down here, and they're probably going to have to take Buford's place by the time Buford's done with it. Negley has orders to move. Mansfield, not sure where you're going, bud. It's probably wherever I ordered you to go, but I don't remember where that is. All right, we're going to bring Hurlburt / Sully's group over there. All right. Oh no. Terrible move. Well, you know what? I'm not going to order them out now. But that's a terrible move. Alright, Pleasanton. We actually don't want skirmishers because I'd rather have your brigade firing. This group here needs to kind of fix its flank. I actually wonder how many of these are getting the cavalry. Alright, Buford, that was your raid. They're all getting the friendly cav bonus, so that's... Alright, I gotta give Thomas the screen order here. Who got it? Oh no. The Rock of Cold Harbor has fallen. So anyways, yeah, the order was, or the change in the settings was to not have the AI bypass entrenched positions. Part of it was historical reasons. Plenty. Did Buford break? Oh. Is that a lot? Yeah, I mean, if you could avoid it, you would, but frequently you just had to go through it. I also don't think it really helps the AI at all when that happens. All right, we're going to give you an attack order. Taylor, you already have one, so here, we're going to send you right through there. Morrill, you also have one. Minty, if you don't have one, you do now. All right, and so we do have this conflict up here. I just can't really afford to watch it at the moment. You can see, even like with these entrenchments, it's I mean, a lot of them are level 2 parapets, which is something, but it's not great. Buford's men are going prone over here. I mean, that kind of helps, but only for a while. I think McCook is going to come over. Well, we'll see if he can come over here. It's not his... not part of his division. But we're going to have to bring Anderson out of action here pretty soon. So Tuttle's taken 500. Morris is a little bit lighter. I really wish Morris would just lay down. Actually, in fact, I wish they would both lay down. Interesting. So they took the order from the divisional command. Well, yeah, not for long. We're just going to order Pleasanton in. We'll see if Grover can do some work here on Perrin. Alright, so they saw that they were going to get hit, so they decided to fall back. Interesting little cat and mouse there. How's it going over here? It looks like McCook is in position, so we can bring low ammo Anderson back. And now Schley, 4-star commander, 4-star brigade. Great things are expected. Alright. So yeah. Okay, Sullivan is starting to show up. Oh boy. Davies, I'm not too sure what's going on here, man. Alright, we're going to take that beat-up cav unit, and we're going to try to run around here anyways. Get anybody we can to the far left of this line. Alright, King right now is set up way up there. We don't need him way up there. We need him, like... Yeah. Honestly, whatever problems come with that, we'll just take that as a problem. Alright, I think that this was also inevitable. This cannot go all in one video, as much as I would like it to. It's nice to see we're making some progress up north here against these units we were not doing so hot against before. But we don't want to spend too long because the main prize is still down here. And it's early in the morning. There's a lot that could go wrong. Oh, so is Anderson not falling back? Man, maybe Anderson's not going to fall back. But I think we have to call it an episode here. We're at the 60-minute mark. I hate to do it to you, but I got to go to bed, man. It's real. Tuttle, how are you on ammo? Tuttle, if I can bring you back, I will, and I will move up Pleasanton. If I can't, Morris, same thing. If I can move you back, I will, and I'll move McLean up. Alright, so Buford's guys are actually not taking that much damage, to my surprise. How are we doing on the top line? We're doing quite good. Sullivan, no, Sullivan, do not run away. Do not. Oh, I know. Well, you know what? At this point, just let him go. And then just have him come back here. Because by the time they cancel the order and get a new one, just let him move there, and he'll get a new order, and that'll be that. All right, Warren's there. That's fine. But let's order Warren down here as well. Alright, so it looks like we have more CSA up here as well. Wadsworth's up there. Yeah, let's have Wadsworth come on down too. What is going on here? Butterfield? I'm wondering if it's going to be worth it at all to have troops try to relieve pressure by attacking this way. So we'll send Butterfield's division out to do it. Now, unfortunately, I don't think that switch worked as well as I'd hoped. Probably would have just been better off staying where we were. Okay, if you're cavalry, I'll help you out here. CSA, you should be in loose formation. Whatever this is from the CSA, it's bad. They need to be pushing with everything they have. I don't know what the order is, or what their general order is. Assault, whatever. But I would say that they need to press a lot harder. They have numbers. They just got to press through. Not worry so much about the entrenchments. But alright, that is the 1 hour mark. That is my cue. There is clearly more to come. And I hope you... Wow, they've both... Yeah, there is clearly more to come here. And I hope to have you back for the next one. I don't know, if you've watched it this far, I don't know how you don't watch the next one. So, hope to have you here then.